Well, good morning, guys. Welcome back to Schmattz Outdoors. Just getting going. Had a surprise here again this morning. I've been setting right out here where these corn is standing. I've been setting there deer hunting. What I got is this kind of sluice system, and then there's a big chunk of CRP that direction. And then up where these trees are, there's a big chunk of wildlife up there. Public land. I'm basically just trying to set in this transition between the two of them. I did see one deer this morning. It was way up on top of this hill when I first walked in, like out on the cornfield there. It was up there when I went to walk in this morning. It was just about out here, and then I seen it skylined up on the hill, and I don't know where it went. So, but I mean, it was too early to shoot it, even if it had come by. But so what I got here, I have a set right here that I caught the badger in a few days ago, and the mounds are up here on the hill, so I wasn't surprised I caught a badger. But I think 3 days ago I had a coyote caught in that same set, so I caught my first coyote ever in a set that I had caught a badger in previously. Yesterday I had a nice coyote bouncing around in this one, so I'm sitting right over there deer hunting, and there's a coyote bouncing around right here. And today I sat here for a long time, and then all of a sudden I could see ears sticking up above the grass, and like there was nothing here, and then all of a sudden there was something moving. So I'm like, oh crap, I got my gun all up, and sure enough I just had this fox caught. So I thought maybe a deer had snuck around the edge here and got that close to me without me noticing, but got myself a pretty nice looking red fox, a big red fox. But yeah, so I caught a badger in this set, then a coyote in it 3 days ago. Yeah, 3 days ago a coyote, and today a fox. So these two sets are paying off. They're some of the only ones that are doing that, so kind of wish I had 10 spots like this, but we're getting there. We're getting more sets out all the time. Today we're going to drop in a bunch of beaver sets. Before I come down this morning, I threw in a bunch of beaver gears, so we're only going to have probably 2 checks at the most on them, so it's going to be just get them in, hopefully hammer a couple beaver. We're going to put 4 sets in there today. If I catch 2 beaver tomorrow, I'm yanking them all out of there. That's it. I don't want to, don't want to catch every beaver in the county, but I'd like to catch a couple more. As long as I'm there, we're going to set up the 4 beaver sets, but we'll probably put in, probably 4 muskrat sets, and I'm going to throw in a mink box. Beaver houses tend to be, magnets to basically all wildlife. I mean, I've seen coyote tracks on them, and you got beaver and muskrats and mink and otter and raccoons. They all are attracted to those beaver houses, it seems like. So I'm not going to probably put any raccoon sets there, because like I said, I'm only going to be checking a couple days and then pulling them. Not that I couldn't, and in a couple days I may catch a raccoon there. I mean, they may get caught in my beaver set. I'm going to put 1 caster mound in, I think, and 3 330 set on runs. I think there's 6 runs total. I'm not going to set all 6 of them. I'm going to set 2 runs on one house, 1 run on a second house, and then a caster mound by the second house. I kind of scoped them out. I feel like those are going to be my best chances to, well, maybe not the best chances, but that'll give me a good enough chance to catch a beaver or 2 out of there. Like I said, that's all I'm after. So yeah, today is Tuesday. I'm going to set them today, probably check them Wednesday, and I think Thursday, the way the weather's looking, I'll probably end up pulling them out of there. So, and then same thing goes for the muskrat sets. We're going to be running muskrat sets till Thursday. It's supposed to rain Wednesday in the afternoon, tomorrow afternoon, which I'm fine with. We're going to leave my muskrat sets, but Thursday it sounds like it could switch over to snow, and then it's supposed to get cold after that for a few days. So I'm not going to be busting ice to catch 3 or 4 muskrats a day like I have been. So like I said, we're going to drop sets in today, and it may be only one check on them, and I'll be pulling them back out of there tomorrow. But you know, if I catch one or two beaver in there, that'd be awesome. But even if I catch one or two muskrats in my 4 sets there, that'd be awesome too. So yeah, we'll give you one more quick look at this guy, and we'll get him out of here, and then we're gonna start hammering through the line. We're gonna try and, like I said, add those beaver sets and maybe add some coyote sets and stuff today too. We'll see kind of how the rest of the line goes today, but on the board, first set checked. All right, guys, so I'm still chugging along. I did catch one muskrat, little guy in a set. I was quite a ways out in a slough from the road before I realized that I forgot to grab you guys. So I did catch one little muskrat. Now we're by this bigger slough. There's a big culvert here. I got, you know, 2 muskrat sets, and I have a mink box right down here. And then last year on this side of the road, there's just this little small part of this slough. I don't even know that that's being maintained. There's one muskrat hut right out there, but last year on this side, I only had 1 set over here last year, and it was amazing the number of, literally it was like darn near every day I kept making catches. So this year I put 2 sets over here, and last year I should have added a second set after like a couple days, but I think this might be like the 3rd one I've caught. I got my foothold here still working, but I see my 110's got myself another little muskrat, not a very big guy. So that makes 2 for the day. Like I said, we're just plugging along. I just got done at that feedlot. They worked up that field, and they worked up 3 of my 4 sets, and the 4th one was dug up. So it took me a little bit of time to get all 4 of those remade, and they actually kind of almost look better remade than they did before. So we'll see. All right, guys, I just got those beaver houses set up. I got 3 330s on the runs. I think the one house has 4 runs. I put it on by far the easiest run to get my trap set on. And then I put 1 foothold with a caster mount in front of it. We'll see how that does. I may tweak my setup a little bit tomorrow if that doesn't produce, but I also added a mink box, and I added 4 muskrat sets there. As long as I'm there checking, I might as well do that. Now I'm in a slough that's just over the hill. This is the one that had all the sign. You look at, like, you know, there's a house here. There's one like right back here. There's a little feeder hut here. There's another big one over here. I got a couple muskrat sets by that one. There's a little feeder hut in here. So I just basically went and I brought 4 sets out here. I got 2 by this house. And this is the type of trapping that I expected. So there's 1. And we'll remake that. And there's another one. Not the biggest muskrats in the world, but putting a few in the truck finally. So I only had 2 before these 2, so I got 4 now. Just quickly walk over here. So like I said, there's a little feeder hut, and they've actually piled more on that since I was here yesterday. There are more like out here closer to the water, but I didn't figure I needed or wanted to walk out that far, because it's going to get deeper and deeper the farther out there I go. Well, oh yeah, we did get one. So my 110 right there is still set. And basically it just kind of looks like they're going like right over this way and kind of over this way. They're kind of going out through the cattails here. So that's why I sat them on this side, but I could see. Got ourselves a nice little muskrat there. And then basically on the far end of the slough, there's a road cuts this in half, or an old road. I walked in on the road on the other side and put 4 in over there. So we'll get these 3 out of here, these sets remade, and we'll those are the next sets to check, are the ones on the other side over here. So brand new sets yesterday. I've already caught more in these sets than I have caught the whole rest of the day. So, and I'm probably 3/4 of the way through the muskrat line already, and I only had 2 caught. So again, they're not big ones, but every one helps. All right, guys, so I'm out on the other side of this. Like I said, the road comes down and used to cut across this slough here. There's obviously a big hut here, but I don't know how many you could see. There's one there, one here. There's two here, one little one here. There's actually a bigger one out here a little farther. There's a real big one like right back in here. And I don't know how many, if you could see them real well, but there's like 3, 4 right on the edge over there. There's one over there, almost looks like a beaver house to me, but I'm not gonna walk out there and check it this year. What I did is I just walked out, I put 2 sets on this side, and I went right out by the house and dropped 2 sets on that side. I didn't really want them up in here amongst all this dead cattails, because I don't feel like they walk up in there very well, or not walk, swim up in there. They want to swim out in the open water here, but so my 110 there is still set, but right here you could see a floating muskrat. Or he isn't floating. I got him caught by the head in a 1.5. That doesn't happen very often. I said we'll come back and we'll get him out of there. A quick walk out here. Looked like in this house here, this muskrat house, looked like all the runs go out this way towards where I put my sets. So I didn't really see any over that way, and I didn't walk way over there, but if you kind of look, you could see like right here, see how it looks all dirty and cloudy, and over here there's a whole bunch. I feel like that's where the muskrats are moving, but that set almost looks like it's been monkeyed with. It's turned kind of goofy. Right down here, we got ourselves a muskrat. So I ended up with 5 for 8 sets in here. That's more like the averages I was getting last year, but it was every slough last year and not just this one. But yeah, now you can see that like there's a house here, there's a house there, one there, one big one here, 2 small ones, one here, a big one in the back, and a little one over here. This is the slough that I was looking for all year, and I finally found it, and I'll get probably 2 more checks off of it, and then I'll be done. So we'll take what we can get. We got 5 out of here today. That's gonna help my numbers out a little bit. None of these actually have been very big ones, but maybe tomorrow we'll catch the bigger guys. All right, guys, so we're clicking our way down the line now. I've checked all the first beaver sets I had out, the 2 different spots, with nothing in any of the traps. And I'm driving down the road right over here behind my truck, and I could see this. You don't need binoculars to see that. Like from here to the top of this is probably almost 2 feet. Oh. But I do find it funny. So we got a critter, he's caught down in there, but something has been here, and this looks like coyote tracks along the edge here. I knew that this was a possibility because like here and here, and when I made this set, I walked on that side of the fence line, and there's all kinds of holes on that side. Looks like fresh digging like right over here too. Because there's coyote tracks here, I actually wasn't gonna put another clean set in here. I kind of thought, well, we're just gonna get this remade for today, but I think since it looks like there's coyote sign, probably gonna go one way or the other. I'm not real sure here. We'll have to kind of see when I get this one remade. Like I said, I do have the shovel, so it's been riding around in the back seat of my truck. I have a little more room in this truck than the other one, so I just left it in there just for cases like this. I want to get a few more coyote sets out today, but this may slow that down just a little bit. It's going to take me probably a half an hour to get him out of here, get this shovel back, and then probably add a clean set here, but we'll try to give you a little better look of him. Not the biggest badger in the world, but a badger nonetheless. Looks like he's pretty fluffy, honestly, so I mean, should be a decent dollar one. Yeah, see, actually, like right there, that's a coyote print the way it looks to me, and there's one right here too. The fact that there was coyote tracks here, I haven't had any action on this set, and the fact that I got a badger and there was coyote tracks here kind of makes me mad that this guy plugged up my set if the coyote come by. But well, like I said, we're definitely gonna add another set in here. I just don't know where quite yet, and then yeah, we'll get on our way again. All right, guys, it's turning out to be one heck of a nice day. It's only like 50 degrees, and there's just a real light wind. It's almost hot, like I'm sweating up a storm. I just got that badger set remade, and I did add another set there. So I got a foothold here, and this is the trap that I had the bigger of the two mink in the other day. Got myself a nice little muskrat. All right, guys, we're still on the muskrat patrol. So these are some new ones I just added yesterday. So right back here, there's a hut. You can just see the top of it. And then there's a big one right here. The road's right there. I've been driving by here all this entire time. And just like, I don't know. I don't know why I never stopped. But there's another couple huts like down here. There's some big ones over on that side. But we got a miss on this one. Trap just set off. We got ourselves a catch on this one. There we go, there's finally a little bit bigger rat. And then over this way, I can see at least one of my traps is set off. Oh, they're both set off. I don't know if you guys could see that, but we got ourselves another miss here. But we got ourselves another muskrat over here. There we go. So yesterday I added 12 muskrat sets in, and I got 7 muskrats in those 12 sets. So over 50%. Those are the type of sets I really been looking for this entire time. You know, that kind of percentage. I don't know. We'll get all these remade hopefully tomorrow. Like I said, I got 2 more checks on these traps. So like I said, it's almost like, oh, why did I put them here? But right here, I got 2 more muskrats to take home with me. So, and it only took me, 5 minutes to get them set yesterday. It'll take me 2 minutes, 3 minutes here to get them reset, and we'll get out of here. All right, guys. So I'm basically last trap of the day. I went and added 2 coyote sets. Actually, I've added 3 right across the draw, right where this corner of the fence is, right over here. Yeah, right here. Is where I had the badger the other day. I just got that filled back in and that trap reset, and then I moved over like 10 feet and added a new set in. And then from over there, I could see this little guy. So I got a coyote set right here on the corner. So I just got a fence line, and then it goes up towards the road and towards the neighbors. And then down here, there is a creek runs through the bottom of this main draw. There hasn't been many raccoons around. I haven't been seeing sign of raccoons around, so I don't have any raccoon sets on our land right now. So caught this little guy. He is not big. So yeah, we'll get him out of here. Like I said, he's the last set of the day. We'll get this remade, and then I got a bunch of fur work to do tonight. So like I said, we'll get him out of here, and then we'll get home. I'll give you a end of the day rundown of all the catches for the day. All right, guys, so we're back home. I got that raccoon taken care of and that set remade. I remade today 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I remade 10 of my coyote sets today that had either been set off, dug up. The farmer worked up 4 of them, or 3 of them, and the other one was dug up by an animal. And then the catches I had made, plus the 1 badger set. I added in 4 new sets. Coyote sets, plus I added in 4 beaver sets, some muskrat sets, and a mink box. Again, I'll only be running those a couple days here. Tomorrow and Thursday we'll be running those, and then I'm pulling them on Thursday because the weather's supposed to get cold and nasty after that, and hopefully by then I got 2 beaver caught out of there. I'm only hoping to catch 2, so if I catch 2 tomorrow, I'll pull all the gear out of there, including the mink box, all that stuff. I know it's kind of dumb to set it up for one day, but I don't want to catch more than 2 of the beaver out of there. I mean, if I catch 4 tomorrow, because I got 4 sets, I'm okay with that, but I don't want to catch 2 tomorrow, then leave them, and then catch 2 or 3 again. You know, now I'm up to like 5 out of that colony. I'd rather leave them in there. I'd like to catch, like I said, 2. If I catch, 3 or 4, I wouldn't be upset with it, but if I catch 2 tomorrow, I'm pulling them. If I catch just 1, I'll probably leave them for one more night, and then Thursday they're getting pulled either way. So 2 checks is all they're going to get. You got to catch the fur when the weather's good and when I have time. We'll give you a quick rundown. So here's the fox I had right away this morning, right by where I was trying to deer hunt. Real nice fox. He's pretty light colored. He's not the darkest, and he's got kind of the frosty butt that we get around here. This is the little raccoon that I just caught. He's small. He's only probably a large or an extra large at most. I'm okay with taking him off of our land, but he actually is super well furred. He's got super thick hair. He's probably one of the actually more prime or densest hair out of any of them I've caught this year. Then I got the badger. He's got some fluff to him. He's actually probably the fluffiest one I've caught this season. He's not the biggest badger in the world. I think it's a female. The one I had yesterday was quite a bit bigger than this, but can't really do much about him. I'm glad that I catch them because I know the farmers appreciate me not getting them out of there, so they ain't digging holes all over on their land and, wrecking equipment, because of dirt piles and everything else. But I really don't like. I mean, I spent probably 15 minutes remaking the one from yesterday. So, and then because I added the extra muskrat sets, we ended up with a pretty good catch today. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 of them we ended up with, and I'm pretty sure that's all of them. Yeah. So we ended up with 10 muskrats today. So I think that may be tied for the best day I've had this season. They're all pretty small. There's not a big one in the group. You can't really dictate what swims into your trap. I kind of don't mind catching the small ones. I want big ones, obviously, because they're worth more. But I don't mind catching the small ones because that tells me there's a healthy population in there. There's adults there that have been breeding and having all these little ones. So I'm okay with that. I think I need some more of that around my area. Hopefully the water stays up over winter, and then, get some snow to kind of replenish them to get them all full again, so the muskrats can kind of repopulate like they were last year. But and it may take even a couple years to get anywhere as close to the numbers that I had last year. But all right, that's all I got for tonight. We're gonna get busy skinning here. I may monkey with skunks tonight. It's getting late already, but I may monkey with them because of the bad weather that's coming in like tomorrow night into Thursday. I'd like to get them taken care of, so we might do some skunk essence extraction and then maybe skin a few of them. We'll see kind of how things go here, but otherwise I just want to thank you guys for watching Schmattz Outdoors. Tell a friend about any hunting or trapping related channel. We need to support each other. Otherwise, we'll see you out on the line tomorrow.